Hey guys, I want to talk to you over here because a lot of nonsense is going on TikTok, and I'm not even talking about the trolls. There's a lot to talk about over here. I don't know if I'm going to get every one of these topics covered today, but what I need from you is if I have missed anything and you do want to talk about it, please drop them in the comment section. The reason you're here is because A, you already follow me, or B, there was a TikTok made with Rhea Ripley's music. This Is My Brutality. That song just illuminates female energy. And Rhea Ripley is one of my idols. And ever since I saw her, she pulled out the badass in me. Always absolutely loved her, still love her, and a woman that doesn't give a fuck. That's a role model. I still have a little blue on my face from the lipstick, but I'll get to that later. This is more important. What I want to tell you when it comes to the TikTok side of things is that they are heavily monitoring everything. Like, it's almost as if everyone except us knew what the fuck was going on. I'll explain. Before the election, like a day before Halloween, I think it was the 30th of October, we as creators all got this update on the Creator Fund. And in the Creator Fund, basically letting anyone know that unless your shit is fluffy, and by fluffy, we're talking about no political views of any sorts of any kind, and also we'll talk about curtains or peach lamps or whatever. They don't want us to be open. They don't want our eyes to be open. And that's basically what TikTok has to do now in order to stay not banned. They still have the ban in place, but they're trying to behave and basically gain power back. So they're going to control the narrative. I kid you not. There were about 40 comments that I was leaving on people just to let them know, like, engaging in feelings and emotions. Like, I think I had said something like, yes, I'm afraid of concentration camps. And instantly I got violated for that. We were talking about a scary thing going on in Florida. We weren't saying anything about the elections per se. I was indicating I'm not sure why trans is an issue, or the trans bathrooms are an issue, or drag queens, reading to children are an issue right now. But we're not talking about the fact that there is currently all ages nude beaches in Florida. We just see what they're doing, right? They want everyone to think that all these crazy things are happening with our children, like our kids going to school and then poof, they want to have a transgender surgery. None of that is happening. That's what they want you to think, though, but it isn't. And that is to prevent them from knowing the reasons that they are pro-life. Pro-life, they're not pro-life for pro-life. Let's just put it out there. They are pro-life so that they can have more options to rape or hurt or abuse. That's the only reason that these men are pro-life. They don't give a shit. Anyways, we will talk about the Florida full all age nude beaches, but pin in it, look it up, and look at the reviews. And there's even photo ops of the fucking children on the fucking beaches in fucking Florida. I know I'm swearing, I'm just angry. When I was on that live, I got hate speech. Hate speech. Me. I'm the hate speech. Are you kidding me? No, it's not okay. So this is what's going to have to happen. I'm going to be dropping subtle hints over on TikTok. We have to be creative with it. If you see a video that doesn't make sense, or it's confusing, or it's cryptic, just go follow me on my other socials, which in this case will be YouTube or the podcast. Either one. Depends on the content. Here, I'm going to talk about all the bullshit going on over in TikTok. While people were coming in and dropping comments, people were saying things like the word Biden, Kamala, election, and every one of those comments were getting blocked. And it's a new feature that we can see the comments that are blocked because it happened more than it ever has. TikTok is not that place that we can speak freely anymore. They cut my views so heavy. They did this because they're not doing response videos anymore. So they're cutting response video views from the FYP. And basically, the fluffy stuff. That's basically what's happening over there. So people that truly believe in me and who I am and what I do, I would recommend it. That way we can, do this together, but also you can see what's coming because I can't say it to everybody. I know that we're angry and we're hurt and people are just rubbing shit in our faces. We got to ignore them. The more we interact, the more they get seen, the more they get on the FYP, the more that their stuff goes out, and then the more money they make. The more they get over there, it doesn't matter if it's hate, that's what they want. They want the people to fight them they want reactions, right? Okay, next thing to talk about. This is also equally important. So this is something that my friend and I were actually talking about today, and we think it's such a good idea. We need to, as a society, start paying attention to the signs. What are we buying? For instance, this water, my purified water. I want to start looking into who owns these companies and try to focus as much as I can on not allowing these big corporations to get money. Trying to focus on small businesses heavily and trying to avoid things with big corporations behind it, right? So that we're not giving them money because every day we buy into this. Every single day we're still buying into it. You know what I mean? Anyways, the other thing I want to mention is the creators. You will notice that a lot of big accounts, a lot with blue check marks, are not saying anything about the election. Why? Because they're being told that they can't, number one. And number two, there's nobody here that's willing to put up their large accounts where they make money to talk about things that are unacceptable, regardless of how they feel. Be very cautious of who you are following. See and watch their reactions. Even if they're not saying anything, watch what they're saying or not saying. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, I've unfollowed many big accounts today that I felt like wasn't standing up, including Mama Tot. I do believe there was some things that were misconstrued there. I do believe she's on the wrong side of the dice, without question. But it's almost as if the Southern hospitality is exactly that, to fake us out. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm seeing it. And not to say that even with her fake kindness, she's not being nice or whatever, because she is, but she's also part of the wrong agenda. And unfortunately, that doesn't mean she loves this side of things enough. So I unfollowed and also blocked because I don't want any of her stuff to show up on my FYP. If it does, automatically, if I stay there longer than 3 seconds, she'll get that view. There is so much to talk about. I was so confident with this election that I had the fluffiest content coming, like not fluffy, but like in comparison to what the fuck we're going on right now, like things that happened in 80s television shows. Now we're still gonna do that content, but for me, I just had to come and have a safe space where we can be like, oh my God, is this for real? Now, here's the other question you guys keep asking, but I cannot say much about this here. So I'm going to be very, very careful on how I say this. I believe that something bigger is going on beneath the surface. It may be silent for a while. We may be confused for a while. But I feel something is going to happen. Also, there are people questioning their votes. If you are concerned where your vote is, you need to contact the people to see if they can reassess or check, make sure that your vote counted if you're feeling insecure about it, because you never know. And I'm not saying anything about any interference, but you never know. If you feel that much of a gut instinct about it, check it out. And today we stand proud. We do what we need to do together to fight. I want you guys to know that I will most likely be changing the context of my channel on TikTok as well. I want you to know that I'm probably just going to do fluffy, nice, sweet readings over there. And I'm going to leave all of the conspiracy unalivings and everything in between over here, okay? Because we are being silenced over there and it's not right. Let's talk freely. And if you guys have anything to say about any of this, please drop them in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear it. Oh, and by the way, stay freaked out.